Okay, good afternoon, everyone. We'll be waiting for the remaining contestants and participants to join. We'll start by 305 because not much people are on the call. I'll go and I'll go and make reminders for more people to join and we'll start. Thank you very much for coming very early. Okay, for those just joining, we'll be starting by 305. More people are still joining the call. So just hang on and just wait. When it's 305, we'll be starting.
Today. Yo, can you hear me?
Yes, can hear you.
Cause me, I can't hear shit.
Yeah, we're waiting for the time to be 305. More people were joining. Some people had network issues, so we're going back
Oh,
and
alright. Now I can hear, so thank you.
Okay, so with 305, we'll be starting now. Thank you very much for waiting till this time. We meant to start by 3 o'clock, but we gave like grace of 5 minutes for more people that wanted to join to join. So good afternoon and welcome to this judging. I call it judging day. It's meant to be called. I don't know the proper name to call it. For OHW. So quick recap what OHW is all about. I hope I can be heard so that I won't be talking to myself only.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, thank you
we
very
can hear
much.
you.
Okay, so quick recap of what OHW is all about. OHW is called Open Air Week. It's always like a week-long hackathon for people from the University of Lagos to like build solutions to a particular to the theme of that year. So we had OAW 1.0 in 2019. That one was physical. This last year was virtual, definitely virtual because it was during the lockdown. No one could go out, so we had to host it online. And this year was looking promising, like physical, but then due to I don't know, school and some other ish that happened, we had to move it virtually. So this year is virtual. So I'm welcoming everyone virtually to the event of today. So we'll be starting by we have our judges here. Some haven't joined yet. I'd have to like maybe check up on them again because I sent a message. So we have 4 judges today, and they are people that are well grounded in whatever they lay their hands on, and they really know what they are doing. So we have, like I said, we have 4 judges, and we have about 12 teams that will be presenting today. All the teams might not be presenting today because I have not seen all of them here yet, and it depends on when they come. So I'll start by calling the names of the team from number one. Like I said yesterday during the presentation class that we had, I said we're going to call from the top from some the based on how you submitted your project. So based on your submission, so if you are the first to submit your project to OEW, you'll be the first to present. So it's like first come first serve. So back to our judges. We have, like I said, we have 4 judges. The first one, his name is Anyedi. He's my programs manager for OHW, and he also works at Google on the DevRel team. Then secondly, we have Ayomide Adeniran. She's a senior scrum master at Carbon. Then we also have Elijah Shokenu. He's the co-founder for Student Build. And lastly, we have Ekene Ashinze. He's a software engineer at Microsoft. So those are 4 judges that would be assessing the project presented today to us. So just so for each group members or for each team, just rest, be assured, use good internet to project whatever you're doing and give out your best, and may the best presentation win. So yeah, let me check. All right. Okay, I can answer. Aniedi isn't on the call yet, so I will reach out to him again. But at the moment, we'll be starting with the first team if they are here. So the name of the team is Team Nodes, and is Team Nodes here? Any team member from Team Nodes? It doesn't look like they are. So I'll be moving to the next. Let me just take notes of people that I know here. So Team Notes Tech, they aren't here. What of Team Kings? So Team Kings too isn't also here. And I guess she. Okay, so I think this is what I'm going to do. if I call if I'm going to call the 12 teams here, and if you are present, please just type your team name on the chat section and we know who to start with. So we have, like I said, we have 12 teams. We have team Nodes Deck, we have team Kings, we have team Ageshi, we have team Bright Minds, we have team Unnamed, we have team Asteroid, we have team Faceless, team Whiz team. Wow. Team Timekeeper, Team Violet, Team Diamond, and Team Silver. So please, if you fall under those teams, you can just type your um team name here and we'll get started with you. Okay, so Team Timekeeper is here. You could start with your presentation so that we don't keep people waiting. And please, you might have to unmute yourself so that we hear what you're trying to say. Hello, Piles. Are you trying to talk? Because can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so timekeeper. So this is timekeeper for school. My presentation.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Wait, one more thing. I forgot to add. You have 5 minutes for your presentation. So you only have 5 minutes, and your time is starting now. I'll be checking the time, and when it's almost 5 minutes, I'll tell you.
Okay, sorry. So the overview of the presentation, understand the problem, how others have tried to solve the problem. Then I'll show you our demo of our timekeeper on the concluding slide. So time is no man's friend, and keeping track of time, especially in school, can be tedious and distracting for whoever is in charge of the timekeeper. So I was recently a student in secondary school 2019, so I experienced something like this. I
I'm
understand.
sorry, Piles. There's noise in the background. Maybe you could move from that place, or could try. I don't know, but there's noise in the background.
Can you still hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you, but there's noise in the background.
Okay. Okay, I told them to stop the noise. So during my school time, it was very difficult for some people to keep track of time and also focus on class. That's when the idea came about. So recently, during this open work week, started to review the. So during our time, there were some innovations we came up with to solve the problem. First was using wristwatches with alarm. Those wristwatches allows you to like set alarm to remind the timekeeper that it's time to ring the bell. So but those watches can only set the time just once. After each period, I have to set the time again. So it was not really helpful. It was still distracting him. I still had to go out to ring the bell, come back, and teacher won't wait for him. You know, the other position I saw online was someone actually built this time automated time cable was using buttons for its input. So it's very tedious. So it was not really user friendly. So it's a short video on the automated time card. I use buttons. As you can see here, I have to set. If I have like 13 period in a school, I have to like set the time for all the 13 periods individually, the hour and minutes. I have to like press button like 26 times to be able to set everything. So this one was not very user friendly. This is when I came up with my own idea. Our own timekeeper. Also to track the timekeeper students, you can set alarm for multi period one. You don't have to set the alarm one by one. And you can upload the timetable via a website. So this is an example of the time update page where the user kindly update the timekeeper, send the value to the time to the timekeeper. the home page. So after you set the time, you can see the time they have set on the home page. So this is the short demo video of the timekeeper in action.
Four,
You can hear the
40,
video.
and then when I press upload, it should ring.
I hope you heard the bell ring there. So before I tell you, this is the internal structure of the project. We are going to gather in few time I have left. So for my conclusion, why our timekeeper is bigger than our girls that easy to handle. Just have to upload the timetable to their webpage. And it's very accurate. It's handled by machine. It's very accurate. It doesn't forget the time like some others. And it doesn't have to leave class. It just brings the bell when it's time. So thank you very much. That's the end of my presentation.
Okay, thank you very much, Pels, for your presentation. So over to the judges. Do you have anything to say? Do you have anything to add?
Yeah, I have a question. So I think I really liked the concept of the idea. The only thing I noticed was the application itself, the time. When you set a time, right? There was no color to indicate that a time had been set. So everything had like the red boxes. So just like more to be more user intuitive, right? You could use different colors to identify that okay, I filled in a time slot in this box. Overall, really, really good.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, for me too. I think is actually a good idea. I think what I just have is like um, basically deployability, like how easy it would be to not really a question, but just something to think about, like how easy it would be to deploy such a product like that to accessibility. So it means maybe each school or each organization that has to use it would need a laptop and basically a way. So yeah, it's just basically accessibility. So, but then it's a really cool idea.
Okay, thank you very much. So some timekeeper. Okay, so some timekeeper is out. So which other team is actually here and want to present? Because I have mentioned the 12 teams and it's only team timekeeper and we're about 19. We're about 19 on this call. Plus I can see other teams, but I don't know. Who's going next to present? Okay, unnamed. Okay. And then we can start your presentation now. Your presentation starts now and it's 5 minutes. So stop at 3:23. Yes, yeah. 3:24, sorry.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Sorry,
Good afternoon, everyone. Please, if your mic is left on, please you can mute it. Okay. Yeah. So I am Felicia Edele from Team Unnamed, and we built Project Unnamed. Um, Moving on this afternoon, I want to talk to you about time management. We decided to look into time management because this is one of the areas that students find really, really hard. The target audience that we are looking at here are university students. So we are looking at time management. In a survey taken, about 48% of college students listed out and said they don't have enough time to do whatever they want to do, to get their assignment done, to get to find time to read, attend tutorials and all of that. So about 48% of college students brought forth that feedback or that conclusion that there is not enough time. But while myself and my team went in further to dig into it, and then we realized that it is not actually that there is not enough time. There is actually time to get things done, but the twist plot there is we have a lot of things to do, and when we have a lot of things to do like that, usually while trying to just juggle through everything, it appears or looks as if there is not much time. So the problem here that we decided to look at is how can we get students more time? How can we buy them more time to get things done? Because like I mentioned earlier, students have a lot of things to do. Take for example a an average student, having to get to lab, having to attend tutorials, and then go to class. And while dealing with all these academic activities, students have other activities that they deal with. For example, now every one of us here, I'm talking about the students, are involved in tech, and then some of us are coding, are designing. We have to attend tech meetups and even attend events like this. So my team decided to look into how to buy more time, kind of, for students. We tried looking out because we understood and we got the perspective that this problem that we are trying to solve is not something totally new. It has been there for ages, and then we tried to look into the ways that other people have tried to solve the problem. We discovered that many people just use time management tools, from to-do list to alarm clocks and all of that. But while we have all these tools, you find a lot of them on the internet, we still found out that the problem was still existing, the problem of time mismanagement, not able to plan time well and get things done. And we think that, or we're able to find out that the reason why there was still that mismanagement, even with the presence of thousands of products and applications that claim to help students to manage their time well, we saw that many of them were just glorified to-do lists. However, we know that there is still a solution, and my team decided to look into it. And the solution that we're able to come up with is an AI-driven platform that helps students to allocate time to task, their study, and events. This AI-driven platform is going to understand the behavior of every student. It's going to be personalized to every student, understanding when a student wakes up, when a student goes to bed, when the student has classes or lab or needs to read. The system is going to be able to understand it very, understand the user or the student in depthly, and then we'll be able to help that student plan into our time, plan when to do task and all of that. The way we think our product is going to solve this problem is having a task manager, a time manager, and an event manager embedded in the same platform. We have the three of them spelled out differently, because when you look at everything that a student or user has to do, it is about the three of them having a lot of tasks to do. That's from assignments to writing lab reports, or you want to quickly code up that page, or you want to manage our products. They are all on that task. And then for events, we have classes to go to, tutorials, and then maybe we have meetups and all of that. And all of this is embedded into the time. So we are going to be building a AI driven task, time, and event manager. So let me give a possible use case that this product is going to be able to do. Imagine a student now, starting from the beginning of the semester and all of that. Our system is going to be able to help to draft out a reading timetable. Every student is primarily there for academics, so we start from academics. We are going to the system is going to help the students to draft out a proper timetable where the student can follow to read, and the timetable is going to be customized. The timetable can be based on the student's understanding level of every course and all of that. And then when it's time for the student to read, he or she gets proper reminder. And when it's time for reading, we have focus mode activated, because when tasks need to get done, people shouldn't get distracted. So our product is going to have that kind of focus mode that is going to block off every distracting app or notification and all of that. And then when a student needs to get any task done, whether from academic task or from any other type of task, our system is going to be able to recommend what available time there is, like the best time the student can do it. So it is not just like you are writing something down and say, okay, I want to do my assignment. But no, when you tell the when you put it into the product that you want to do your assignment, it is able to understand. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm rounding up now. So the system is able to understand the schedule of that person, look at, oh, what time is person free, what time is the deadline of that task, and then recommend the best time that the students can get that task done. We are pretty confident enough that when students get in contact with this product of ours, we think that people will be able to get proper time management, or like true time management. Yeah, so thank you.
Thank you very much for your presentation. So, does judges, do they have anything to say? Do they have anything to add? Hello. I was asking if any of the judges have anything to say or have anything to add to the presentation I just finished.
Well, nothing from me too, but I think they had like good ideas, but I wish that there was something to show, right? Even if it was like a demo of some designs of how to go about implementing what they say they want to do. So I think that's just the comment I have.
Okay, thank you. So I was told bright minds, they are here. It's in bright minds. So, let me see. We could go next for Team Bright Minds.
Okay, thank you very much. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon. Your time starts now by
Yes.
3:33.
mm, Okay, so the project idea I'm presenting today is called Study Chum, and Chum basically means a close friend. So the aim of this web application is to provide a platform for students to find a study partner or a study group to aid their online study or prepare for examination. So this web application basically provides a platform whereby students can search for study partner to complete their courses, their online courses, or to start the online course journey. Or for students, secondary school students, to find a partner to study for their WAEC, JAMB, SSC, JUPEB, POSITEMI, etc. So other features are resources, blogs, tests, and quizzes. So the resources and the blog are basically the selling point of this web application, because students are in need of information, and then when this information are provided to them, like information about the dates of their exam, resources like free online courses, study packs, past questions, and all. So those will be shown in the prototype. And also tests and quizzes will make their online study journey more fun and interesting. So they can take tests, they can invite their friends to take tests, they can share the link and all. Okay, the target market is secondary school students and undergraduates. And the viability of this platform is that students are in need of information, and then the blog will be constantly updated with information they need that will attract the right audience to the platform. And then the idea of a study partner or a study group will be presented to them on the blog and resources page. So I'm going to give a little demonstration from the designs we made. So this is the login page, sign up page. This is the home page. You can see find a study partner, how it works, preparing for WAEC, NECO JAM, POSITM, JUPEB, find a study partner. Then also this is the dashboard. After signing up from the home page, you get to see the dashboard where you can find messages, study space, my groups. Then you can request for a study partner. You can create a study group. You can accept partner requests. You can actually browse children. There is a filter here. This is according to the latest. The filters can be according to the courses, examination, etc. Also, this is the study space. There is a chat room. There is a timetable. There is study goals, and there is also tests and quizzes. So in the chat room, you can have a one-on-one chat with your study partner. You can talk together, deliberate on how you're going to achieve the goals. You can create a timetable. You can organize it. Okay, these are the days, and then you can set reminders. You can also make a study goal. You can write your study goals. Okay, this is the goals we have for this course preparation. And also you can take quizzes. So you can join groups. So basically you can post questions on the groups and you can find answers. And there should also be a premium group whereby many unanswered questions can be solved by experts and students will be required to subscribe to get those answers. But it is not for now. When people start using the app and they are already familiar with it, we can provide the solution to their tough and difficult questions. Also, this is the resources page where you can find different kind of resources, like for example, 30 free UX design courses, JUPEP exam study pack. Then this is the part where you get presented with the opportunity to find a study partner. And also you can find links to free online courses that are available. And the blog can see the post test study tips for better productivity, JUPEB 2021 examination forms out, do's and don'ts of online learning. So when students read this post, they would be motivated to have a study partner because the articles will be written in such a way to direct their mind to find someone that they can study together or a motivation for study. So this is the web application. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your presentation. So, any comments?
I think it was actually it's a very nice idea. Let me see. You're still sharing your screen. I don't know if you know, but yeah, it's actually a very good idea. So I think that's all the comments I have. So yeah.
Okay, so we'll be moving next to the next team rather. We'll be moving to the next team rather. I was about to say. So Team Kings, you're up next by 3:40 will be ending. So Team Kings, you said you are available now. But Team Kings not here. Okay, Wiz team. Okay, yeah, yeah. You can start presenting now by 3:40. The presentation and so you can start the presentation now. Sorry, maybe you have to like postpone your presentation maybe when you reach to get quiet place. So it's like probably when you reach you could present and but for now we can't hear because it's quite noisy. So we'll be moving to the next team, Wiz team. If you're available, you could start your presentation.
Hello, everyone. Is and hackathon organizers and fellow developers. My name is Boluwat Fejawiri. I'm team lead of this team. On behalf of my team, I would like to present our hackathon. Has the highest number of missing people declared. The rate of insecurity in Nigeria spiked up in the last few months. According to the International Committee of Red Cross, ICRC in Nigeria, there are about 23,000 people that have been declared missing in 8 years. And this is 45% of the amount of people that have been declared missing in Africa. This number excludes the amount of people that have been declared missing but later found dead or alive. The chances of those declared missing being found is about 20%. The chances of them being found alive is 5%. And it's quite sad that those who are found dead never got the chance to explain their stories or tell people what went wrong. No clues required to get justice. Have loved ones still missing. Cry and hope every day that on some way, somehow, a miracle will happen and they will be found. Due to the rate of incidents in Nigeria, we, the WIS team, were moved out of frustration and anger to create a solution. Ourselves question: how can we make the society safer? In what way can we ensure that friends and families are able to travel when send help came about? John to aid in tackling insecurity in our country, Nigeria. With just the tap of a button, the site allows you to send an emergency call and message with your location to your emergency contact. How does it work? First, you start by creating an account. Which account is created, it becomes dot court on your. It is easily accessible. You are allowed. You can save emergency contacts for times of distress. We send help you and adults to reach out to when you're in. With just a tap, you can call your cats. Send is easy to use and is available on all kinds of devices. Contact your friends and family when you need. With a click of a button, send help message containing your location to your emergency contact. With this, there can be an improvement in the insecurity in Nigeria, and we can help Nigeria be safer.
When remember, when you are in danger, we will send help. Showing a demo.
Okay, we have like a minute to just show them because I think
So
the
if
time
you
is
see
up.
when I load this, it shows this file wants to know your when people sign on, they can agree to share their information with us at their sign up process. These are the numbers where they can save each contact. Storage spaces, we have up to 6, where you can save 6 contacts. Classified as friends or classified as family. And if you want to call all your contacts, you can just click call all. So thank you very much. When you're in danger, we'll send help. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Representation. Any comments from the judges?
Yeah, so I think I really very good on the designs as well. Uh, in terms of comments and maybe just things to improve on. If you're interested in taking it further, you could try looking for a way to integrate like the basic phone buttons or gestures to the app so that a user won't even need to open the app itself. They will just make a gesture for their phone and automatically it sends the message. I think that would be really cool as well. But really, really well done.
Thank you. We plan on making it an app and going further with the project.
Very nice.
I would also comment that it's a very good idea, and I like the way it was presented and the designs. So good job, Jamie. Lulu.
Thank you.
Okay, so there are no comments yet. Okay, the last choice. Okay, so we're moving on to the next team. Team Kings said they're available now. So Team Kings, you could go next.
Yeah, sorry, give me 1 second. I'm trying to share my screen.
Okay, maybe you'd have to like maybe move from where you are to where there's no noise so that we could hear you and be audible enough. Thank you. And your time has started by 3:43. So by 3:48, you'll be ending your presentation.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Zubair. Yeah, my other teammates are unavailable currently, so I'll be doing this alone. So, the problem solved is a problem with accommodation in Lagos State as our primary case study and Nigeria at large. So usually, when people try to seek for houses in Lagos or when you're looking for a hostel, maybe house, usually very stressful, very tiring. There are too many risks attached. Like you could probably be scammed and a lot of other things. So I'm starting my presentation. Home is a shelter from storms, all sorts of storms. Oh, let's see. So the process of getting an apartment in a city like Lagos is one hectic struggle between getting the right space and not settling for any available space, and also knowing where and who to ask for housing availability. So about 90% of our searches and tenants are people who settled for what was available rather than what they actually want. Yeah, this is very common because when you begin your house search, you would likely meet an agent that will take you to a few locations that they probably know the landlord, and it is very human that after like 4 or 5 locations, you get tired, you get bored, you just like settle for which one you feel is the best out of the five that you've seen. When with technology, you should be able to have access to unlimited, and you should be able to select which you actually want rather than one of the five that you've probably seen before you got tired. So about 50% gives up hope of getting an apartment, and a larger percentage are scared of being overcharged. That being overcharged is also a major problem due to the fact that there is not really a standard price or market or anything like that. So the landlord and the agent can just basically decide to inflate price for no reason that makes sense, because there's nobody checking them. There's no third party regulating the industry at all. Or renting an already rented space. I've actually seen that happen many times, where an agent shows a same apartment to more people and collect them, which now leads to issues or stuff in the end. So moving on, securing. So you likely have to go through multiple agents if you have the time, and also you pay multiple fees, which you have to pay. You are basically for every apartment you get, you have to pay maybe 2,000, and then you settle the house owner too. Sometimes you pay agreement accommodation for another 120K. You settle agent, you end up wasting more money than your actual house rent. And in some other cases, others have to deal with an auction-like approach by bidding to pay a larger rent coverage. You get, because they attempt to, due to insecurity in Lagos and an apartment for a very long period, you would be forced for a very long period just for the security, which shouldn't really be an issue if these things were regulated or if tech was involved. Amount wasted in this regard is almost about a quarter, if not half, the housing rate itself. Now, what is proxy? Proxy is the name of our solution. So proxy is a mediator that stands in between the landlords and the house searchers to enable ease of access for both parties, where the house searchers can find an apartment they desire and landlords can easily rent out their apartment. Now, our application intends to solve two problems, one for the house searchers and one for the landlords. So far, I've only discussed the problems that house searchers usually have. Some of these landlords also get scammed by the so-called agents that rent out houses for extreme prices and then end up paying the landlord very cheap rates, which means they've basically scammed both the house searchers and the landlord. So proxy basically would be an a mediator between both parties, ensuring that there is just dealing between both parties. Then So we bring both sides together through transparency and taking out the problem of being in doubt of the authenticity of an apartment. Yeah, that's it on the slides. Let me try to share the simple prototype that we have for now.
Okay, you have a minute to do that, or less than a minute.
Yeah, okay. Sorry, I'm having net issues around there.
Okay, it seems Team Kingston with their presentation. I don't know if you're still showing the whole prototype because it doesn't come up.
I think he's trying to project the screen.
Yeah, but it's not showing. It was saying something about network, so that we'll know if we are moving to the next team or we are still going to be on this team. Because I don't want us to like waste a lot of time on this because some people have some other things to do. Today is a Friday. Okay, so before we move
Yeah,
on,
I don't
huh?
know. Yeah, I guess we are done, Shah. Yeah, I
Oh,
couldn't get the link.
okay. Any comments from the judges?
Yeah.
Hello, can everyone hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, sorry, I think I should just go first. I'm so sorry I've not been able to talk since the start of the competition. And thanks to Ayomide and Ekede for pushing it to this point. So yeah, I mean the Idris team. I mean, well done. What I would just love to see is the innovation part, the how you are unique. So I mean, there are so many other rent platforms outside there. So I mean, the problem exists, and you articulated it well. And then but the solution, I would have loved to see how what you are bringing in, that it's different from others. So, but then, well done. That's it from me.
Okay, thank you. Any more comments? Okay, I don't think there are any more comments. So we'll be moving on to the next team, Team Ageshi. I was told Joseph is the one presenting for the team. So Joseph could go on and present.
Good evening, everybody. Team Ageshi here, and yeah, let's fire on. So, so now it's not coming on. Let me see if I can present from here. Okay, so yes, so good evening, everybody, and Team Ageshi here, and our solution is basically trying to create a world of zero waste. So what's the vision of the team? So the team is trying to build a world where we're constantly trying to reduce the waste generation by whatever means possible. This is in line with two of the 17 development goals set by the WHO. And our problem statement here is that we are picking Nigeria as a case study, and Nigeria alone produce over 32 million tons of waste. A very good example of what is doing to our sea life and likes. So solution, we are presenting you X Circle. With X Circle, we believe that it's going to be a platform that individuals and business can exchange recyclable waste for cash. So the online marketplace for solution comes with a personal touch, a personal touch to the description, where you can tell them, you can properly describe how the waste is, and for scenarios where we don't want problems to occur, we have a proper measurement scale. Example, we're measuring plastic bottles by the numbers of bottles. We're measuring papers, for example, with our traditional Bacchus bag, so that we can better manage the users of the platform. So you need to add price. You sales and you wait for pickup. So for the buyers, all you have to do is you sign up, log in, you select the waste that you want to bid for, you place your bid, and you wait for your bids to be accepted, you pay. So in a scenario where we know that there's a case study or there's a situation where your bid is accepted and then you don't get to pay on time and the person is impatient. So the platform allows for multiple bid placements. So the owner of the waste can accept multiple bids more just a waste marketplace. We an extension for art. So we believe that waste art market that is underdeveloped in the country, and then we want to use our platform to create an avenue to sell arts created by recyclable products. So it's still going to follow the same waste system where you place your asking price, you expect bids, accept these and bids, and then bids ensures payment and the likes. So how it works. So pick up and drop off happens at the last 2 weeks of every month. So we round up sales for the month, and then during the last 2 weeks of every month we build ourselves and collect a transaction fee for that. So viability. So looking at waste, for example, the plastic waste, for example, we believe that about 2.5 million every year, and this around one, and this is over 8 currently being wasted. So this is just the start. Extracting Lagos as they have Loma that is in charge of waste management, and from the information that we have, we believe that Loma charges around 1,000 naira every month to dispose some of this recyclable waste. So in a scenario where from waste rather than pay the government to dispose your waste, we believe that this product is a very, very viable product, and with hopes of future extensions, we are hoping to establish this market and stay in the competition. Getting both individuals who generate household waste, and then instead of disposing them off, you sell them off, and business generating waste. So businesses that spend a lot of trying to dispose recyclable waste. You can take for example Unilag, for example. We can have like a deal with Unilag that okay, instead of disposing this waste, we come and pick up your plastic waste and then we give you a particular fixed amount of rate. So it's more or less a win-win for both parties. So in conclusion, I'll be showing us a demo of what the app will be looking like. So let me share the next tab. Um, so the app is still in development, but I hope that we can understand. So this is the home page, the page where everybody would. So you can see the cycle doesn't end. You're interested. The items we're selling. This is where we display the arts that are made from waste and the like. So let's go to the sign up interface. You can see this is the sign up interface, and this is how it looks like on the sign up on the login, and this is how the login interface looks. So we're still working on the back end. So let's just jump into the dashboard so we can see like a graphical representation of what to expect with the product. So the dashboard, you can upload your transaction, you can from the dashboard here, and then there are extensions, there are pages that have not been created, but I hope this paints the picture for us. So that's the end of I hope
Okay, thank you very much, presentation. Any comment from the judges?
On the presentation, really, really well done. Really enjoyed it, and I also liked the prototype. So yeah, very good.
Sorry, what's the name of the team again?
Leadership.
Sorry.
Hageshi.
Okay. Okay. Sorry. Can you like again tell me who your
Those are in
customers
two
are?
segments. The so
Okay.
personal household individuals that can buy and sell waste, and we intend to expand this and NGOs that produce large amount of waste. So, for example, Unilag, for example, but for that business model, it's not going to be on the app. It's probably going to be happening off the app. So it's something like a fixed rate, a fixed percentage, whatever we earn from those waste.
So the individuals are selling directly to who from the app?
So they are selling to individuals. So there's a market for waste, but the market is more or less like in an informal stage right now, where we have the awusas, the abokis, the abokis that go around to pick this waste and then sell to companies. So we have like Nigeria Paper Mill, for example, that buys papers, old newspapers, and the likes to be able to recycle and use in production of papers. So we intend to pitch the buyers part to those companies, so they end up buying most of their raw material. They can automate buying most of their raw materials from the app rather than having to go through the stress of so it's just to improve or make it easier for them to get accessible raw materials, basically. So it's not taking the job away from the people that are getting or outsourcing the raw materials. It's just providing more avenue or more the market more accessible to as many people as possible, because most of this waste still goes to waste. So yeah,
Okay.
they go to waste. So we want to reduce the waste that is being wasted.
Okay. Okay. Great. Thank you so much. I mean, that's it from me. Well done.
Yeah, also just comment the idea that it's really like it's a really great idea, and I also love the presentation.
Okay, thank you very much. So those who've 6 teams have presented, and we have 6 more to go. But I've been asking on the group for the teams who is going next, and no one has answered. So I would like to ask again: do we have any other team that is on this call that would like to present their project? If you are here, you could just like signify the chat so that we know who is going next. Okay, it doesn't look like we have any more team that's going. So maybe we'll bring it to an end. Team Faceless, Team Faceless. Okay, Team Faceless, you can present. You can present. Time is 4:03. By 4:08, you end your presentation. So you could start.
Good afternoon, everyone. Please, can you see my screen?
Yes, you can see your screen.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I wanted to use my system before. Okay. My name is Michael Ogudepe. I'm a member of Team Faceless, and we built a mobile app called Faceless. Team Faceless is a mobile app that will allow users to report crime anonymously directly to an NGO, preferably to an human rights organization or an human rights activist via a video or a text. And these are my team members, Wendy and Idris. So the problem, I would like to take us back to the preceding events before the month of October 2020 in Nigeria, where there were videos of illegal police arrests and harassment, of which little or no efforts were made by the authorities to solve the problem or to curb it, which later on resulted into us protesting. Then, second problem I would like to cite is the problem from the people. The cases of which the cases of domestic violence, public disturbance, and robbery, of which to a major extent is still very rampant in society. So the question is, how do you intend to solve the problem? Faceless will provide an immediate response to reported cases of police arrest and harassment, illegal police arrest and harassment, by partnering with an NGO organization, human rights activists, and lawyers to ensure that justice is being served to the victims and the police officers involved will be brought to book. And also, with faceless live stream feature, which is going to be anonymous, where everyone on the app is able to easily report the crime anonymously to everyone, and the fear of being leaked. Sorry, with faceless live stream featured, which everyone with the app is able to easily report a crime scene anonymously with the fear of being leaked, such that there would with the app would take so after sending it, like, would take drastic, jeez, sorry, I will take that part again. With faceless live stream features, everyone with the app is able to easily report a crime scene anonymously to, okay, let me just move on. These are the features. We'll be able to report a case of police harassment, illegal police arrest, domestic violence, and robbery, and which you'll be able to live stream a case at the top of the button as it plays out. Then the future technologies we're trying to implement is we being CCTV of the environment, where, just like in American movies, which someone at the crime scene is just able to record a video, and the nearest area patrol vehicle comes to the location the and comes to the crime scene. I'll just show you seeing a demo of how the video looks like. And that'll be all. So yeah, this way we're able to you can report a case here, either harassment, arrest, domestic violence, or robbery, and you can send. So thank you very much. Yeah, so technology, we use Flutter and citizens, which meaning the app being built on its own without the citizens use cannot be functional. So thank you very much. I'm done.
Okay, thank you very much for your presentation. Judges have any comments?
For me, I think it's a nice idea. So, um, So concerning my only concern is about regulation. So if people could report cases anonymously, there might be chances that people might misuse the platform to maybe spread fake news and things like that. So basically, um, I think it's just an open-ended question. So you probably do not need to respond. So I think you need to figure out how to regulate things like that. Overall is a good idea. Then another probable issue is how to like quickly and easily report cases. So if, for example, there's robbery or something, for example, robbery, for example, or police harassment, it will take quite a while for somebody to be able to log into the app and fill in the fields to report cases. So those are like just issues that I see. Overall, it's a good idea.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Do we have any other comments? Okay, do we have any other comments from the judges? Okay, so if you don't have any other comments from the judges, we could go to the next team, Team Asteroids. He said we're available. I think that's Drell. His name is Drell. So you could go up with your presentation. Thank you.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Damilare, and I'll be presenting for Team Asteroid. Name of our project is DOT. Basically, it's it's like a short form for digital notes. So the idea came or was brought to life from this, but the way things are in the world right now with the pandemic and all, where most work is done remotely basically. So it's an idea for like say for team leads, for people who work together to leave themselves notes, to leave themselves information where the other person can log in to read, to check over time basically. So say for instance you have say a team, and then there's a team lead that needs to dish out what's it called, tasks to different members. You can drop a public note for all members to see. Maybe like I don't know, some motivational quote or some shit like that. Then you can now drop private notes to each particular user on each particular user's task. So basically, you can say it's something like say Slack, a mixture of as this Slack view where you can have different workspaces, and in each workspace, you guys can like, well, with Slack you can chat, but here it's just basically dropping notes for each other, and then you can also have personal or private conversations with other people, basically. So, really, the project. Can you see my screen?
No, we can't.
Yeah. Okay, so basically, this is like the welcome page to the project because it's not, it's not like an information website where you go into and then you see some notes or some few things about it. It's basically just a workspace where users, where team members come, log in, and then check the notes they have for themselves or comment on notes or drop notes for other people. So basically, let's see if we do this. This is the web app. Well, once the user logs in, it brings them to a dashboard where they can see all their public notes. Basically, this is just a demo. This is just like a static content because we weren't able to finish up everything. But then we have a mock-up demo where you can see how the notes listing works. and well, permits the user interface. It's just something the backend developers came up with. But then, yeah, we can see that this is the general workspace where everybody can see the message. So if, say for instance, now the user logged in right now is Drell. So if Drell sends a message hello, or let's say hello world,
Okay, my Adebayo, your time is almost up. You have like 1 more minute left.
okay, well, basically, I think you get the idea. The issue here now is we're not able to finish up with the user interface. This is how it's supposed to look, where we have public notes, and then we have notes for each. Sorry. Um. Okay, yeah, where we have notes for the public notes for the general workspace, and then we have private notes for each user. Then we can also create notes, enter a title, and enter a description. But however, this doesn't work right now because if we create notes, it doesn't create. We'll not be able to finish up with that. But then I think we get the general idea of the project. I guess that's where I end my presentation.
Okay, thank you very much for your presentation. I think that's the end because other teams, I've tried reaching out to other teams and they are not responding. So I think we'll come to an end of today's presentation. So while we're presenting, one of our judges came in. His name is Aniedi, and okay, he had some things urgent to attend to, but still tried to make it for the presentation and for the judging. So thank you, Aniedi, for joining. So on this note, do we still have any other thing that's going to present? And meanwhile, judges, if you have any comment on the last presentation, you could like just pass it across.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
So I want Adebayo to state the problem again. What the problem the team is solving? The problem the team is solving.
Okay, basically the idea of the project here is for team members to leave notes for themselves.
What is the problem? Like the problem.
Well, okay.
What did you discover that is wrong or that is not effective?
Well, there hasn't been effective communications between team members in a company.
Okay. Are you still there?
Yeah, I am. I'm trying to see because basically, to be sincere, the idea was just let's create a platform where we can leave each other notes. Say, as a team that we're supposed to work on this hackathon, for instance, let's say we were supposed to do something and then we can't get to the other person, say it's the backend developer at the moment, can just leave him a note and then when he comes online, he can log in, check the notes, check what you left for him, and then go and implement whatever feature you told him to implement.
Okay, I get. I mean, well done to your team. I guess next time, where you start from is the exact problem that you want to solve. I mean, just creating a project where people can leave notes. I mean, it's cool. It's a cool idea, but I mean, you've not been able to convince me the exact problem when you say team members have not been able to communicate effectively in their companies. I want to understand the specific problem. I mean, we use Slack, we use Notion and the like. So I want you to tell me what is not effective using those tools and where you're coming from and all that. So just being specific with the problem is what I needed. But I mean, great work you've done. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Okay, do you have any other comments? Okay, so if you don't have any other comments, do you have any other team that is on this call that would want to present their project or their idea? Okay, in the answers of that, I think we'll be bringing these presentations to an end. So in total, out of 12 teams, I think we had seven that presented. Thank you very much for your presentation. And yeah, we'll see you tomorrow at the finale, where we'll be announcing each winner. So I will urge each and every one of us to attend. It's going to be a very interesting event. We have subscriptions to give out. We have we also have. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so we have subscriptions and other things to be giving out, and we have series of talks tomorrow. So please do well to attend, and thank you to the teams that presented. See you tomorrow. Oh, we're done. We can all leave.
Bye, guys. Bye, everybody.